Okay, so now you have reasons of why you never want to miss a Monday. But now let me give you some tips on how you can dominate your Monday. Okay, and here's how. First thing I want you to do is take a look at your schedule. Do you have any breakfast meetings, lunch meetings, dinner meetings, or you know when you're going out? I want you to plan what you're going to eat tomorrow. Okay, so take a look. If you have control over it, then you choose a healthy spot. If it's out of your control and you can figure out where you're going, take a look at that menu ahead of time. Figure out some healthy things. Remember, protein, carb, healthy fat, and make some choices. You want to make sure that you have at least 1 cup or 1 handful of vegetables with each meal, preferably two. And ideally, you want to eat those vegetables first and save those starches for later on. Okay. The next thing I'd love for you to do is actually plan out your breakfast for tomorrow. Either make it ahead of time or just prep it ahead of time. You can do things like, already have the eggs mixed up with the vegetables. If you're making like an omelet, you can do an omelet in a mug where you have all that stuff sitting in there and then you're just microwaving the mug for 1 minute and you have a cooked egg. You can do overnight oats. You can do a shake and have the shake ready. So all you got to do is just shake it back up. So just things to get you ready so that all you have to do is just grab and go for Monday. Even if you're doing things like intermittent fasting and you're not going to have that meal right away, you'll have something as a great start to your meal later. Okay. Next thing to do. Put out your clothes for Monday. If you're a person that works out first thing in the morning, get your clothes set out so that it's like staring you in your face. So right when you open up your eye, you're staring at like your workout clothes. Or you can take a tip that I've actually had more than one client tell me that they do when they work out first thing in the morning or they're working out with me. They'll actually sleep in their workout clothes, what they're going to work out in. It gives them one less thing to do. If you pop up wearing workout clothes, I think you may be more inclined to work out. You're going to get stinky and sweaty anyway, so it's not like it matters if you feel weird or they smell or whatever. But it can be a great way to just get out of bed and get going. Now, if you are a person that works out in the evening, pack your bag ahead of time. Make sure you have your shoes. That's a typical slip up, and your socks, sports bra, whatever you need. Okay. And either put it in your car tonight because, there's so many times where you have great intentions and the bag never leaves your house. So either put it in your car tonight or have something where your car keys or something crucial to you is linked to that bag so that you remember to take it. Okay. Next thing that I want you to do is figure out what you're going to do for exercise. Are you going to have this as a strength training day? Are you going to have this as a cardio day? Figure out what you're going to do so that when you walk in the gym, you're not just like, what am I doing? Okay. Next thing, make sure that you set your alarm. Okay. Not only are you setting your alarm, you're turning off the snooze option, especially if your alarm clock is your phone. And put that phone somewhere so that you can't just reach for it. Okay. If you reach for it, you're going to turn it off and you may go back to sleep when your whole intention was getting up early and working out before work. So if that's your thing, then, wake up, turn off the snooze, put your alarm clock somewhere else across your room. Let's see. Oh, when you do get up and you get to the bathroom or whatever, I don't care if you're on your toilet side of the bathtub, it doesn't really matter. Just give yourself 2 minutes, just 2 minutes to just sit. Sit in silence and just breathe. You're not going to be able to calm your thoughts, but that 2 minutes of silence over and over again will change your life because it means from that point on, you're no longer reacting to the day. You're allowing yourself a little bit of space so that you can be proactive. You can think before you actually do something. So even just the 2 minutes day after day will change your life. Then reset it for another 2 minutes and give yourself either you're thinking out loud or saying it. I'm sorry, that's weird. You're either saying it out loud or thinking of things that you're grateful for. Another thing that will change your life. Gratitude and silence, telling you, change your life. Next thing I want you to do, now this one is the last one and it's not fun, but it's a great way to evaluate what happened, okay? The weekends are a great time where, most people, myself included, get a little bit more lax. We lay back, you may have a couple more drinks. You may go out to eat more than you normally would, or you may cook things that are not the healthiest. Monday will give you a great reality, like cold water slap in the face, figuratively, if you hop on the scale and or take your measurements. You know, I'm not a big fan of the scale, but if you jump on that scale on Monday and you weigh yourself and you have some sort of idea of what you weigh and you look down and you're like, oh my God, like I'm 5 or 7 pounds heavier, you know things went off the rails. Believe me, there's nothing that will get you more focused on never missing a Monday than seeing an additional 5 pounds to 7 pounds of what you're used to. What I would also like to get you in the habit of is weighing and taking your tape measurements, particularly around your waist and at your belly button for your abdomen on Friday, because that will let you know before the debauchery begins, and then Monday of what the repercussions of that debauchery is. And it'll also help to keep you a little bit more focused. Normal indulgence, where you're just doing 1 or 2 meals over the weekend, which remember, 3 are your max, 2 for the most benefit of indulgent meals throughout the week. But if you have like a 2 to 3 pound weight gain, you know, from the sugars, excess sodium, whatever, that's not that big of a deal. But 5 to 7 means that you went in, and that's not something that you want to do. So it'll make you more conscious and more aware, because you don't want to see that big number on Monday when you had that other number on Friday. Okay. So those are some tips on how you can dominate your Monday to set you up for an amazing rest of the week. What do you do to make sure that your Mondays start off great? I would love to know. Leave it below. Please like and share with a friend who needs it. Have a good one.